The word kamikaze is closely related to Gilbert Yulu Mabiala, born or a citizen of Brazzaville in Congo, the other Congo. It started from the song Kamikaze, but explaining the song Kamikaze, it will be as long as the meandering River Nile. So allow me to translate the song Kamikaze first and then come up with a long meandering story. Kamikaze here is a lady's name. I'll explain why he chose the name Kamikaze, because if I start explaining, it will be a long story. So take it here that the name here Kamikaze is the name of a lady. So the song starts with Nakozela kaka ata nambula ekoyai. I will persevere even up to the coming year. Mama na yo alingaki abalisa yo. Your mom wants to decide whom you'll get married to. It's a bit easier in Bantu because they say mamako angependa kukutafutia mtu wa kuolewa kwake. Yo pe odimeli maloba ya bafami na yo. Yo mpe you also odimeli maloba ya bafami na yo o. You have agreed the words of your family. Oyo kuna nambongo. Oh, those with money. Oyo kola na porto. Oh, those who regularly visit abroad. Oye familia baite. Oh, that family loaded. In Kiswahili say zile familia zimejaza. Na komi soni soni, I am full of... Soni soni is just like the Swahili word soni. So he says nakomi soni soni. I feel shy. Oh, na beti nzoto. Oh, my body is tired. Photo opesangai. The photo that you gave me. Na pasola na susi na motema. It has broken my heart through stress. Na pasola, it's just like Kiswahili, ikapasua. Na yebisa baninga. I told my friends, denge oboyangai, the way you refuse me. Again, he repeats, na yebisa baninga. I tell, or I even show my friends, baninga is my colleagues. Na yebisa baninga, I tell my colleagues, naambia wenzangu. In Kiswahili it's a bit easier. Naambia wenzangu, denge oboyangai, the way you refuse me, vile unanikata. Na bomba kotala yo. I'm finished whenever I see you. Ninaisha nikikuona. Nakobala lisusu te. I will not marry again. Otambwisangai. Otambwisaga motongai. Otambwisaga motongai. You really take my head. Unanipeleka kichwa haraka. That is, it's a bit easier to explain in Kiswahili, but you see, you stress my head. Babalisiyo monoko ya mboka ye. They have given you a suitor who is the gate of the town or the country. For those who understand African languages, especially Bantu, monoko ya mboka. In English, that is the gate of the, like the gates to the city of Jerusalem, isn't it? Can say monoko ya mboka ya Jerusalem. But here when they say babali siyo monoko ya mboka, they have made you get married to the gateman of the city. In Kiswahili, wamekuoza kwa mwenye jiji. So if you understand Bantu languages, you understand when somebody says that is the gate of the city, it means that that is the person or the family that is the richest in the city. So the musician gives up and tells the lady, Soki bobalani bobelangai. If you get married, please tell me. Soki boboti na mobali yango. If you give birth with your husband, that is if both of you get a kid, pesa ye kompo nangai. Give that kid my name. Patisa ye kompo ya ize. Baptize the child, or especially the boy, the name of Isaac. There is a friend of mine who died recently. I would not name his name, but one time I was talking to his wife when the man was still alive, and I talked of one of their daughters. And I said, what is the relationship between your husband and the girl called so-and-so? Said, he really likes that daughter of ours. But what I'll never tell the lady is that the man decided that that daughter was to be given the name of his former girlfriend. So that is how it is here, where you find saying pesa ye kombo nangai. It's telling Kamikaze, when you and your husband have a kid, give that kid my name. Patisa ye kombo ya ize. Baptize that child the name of Isaac. That is the translation of the song Kamikaze. Kamikaze, as I said, that it is closely connected to Yulu Mabiala. First of all, Yulu Mabiala's full name are Gilbert Yulu Mabiala. He was given the name Prince Yulu Mabiala by Franco. Franco was very crafty. He used to play around with the musicians so that everyone thought that he was the special one. He went to Joski Kiambukuta, Londa, and called him Le Commandant. You are the commandant of this band. He went to Madilu system and told Madilu, Bialu Madilu. He went to Bialu Madilu and told him, your voice is, you know, we grew up with the music system called mono. Today we have Dolby surrounding, but the first change was from mono to stereo. So when you have a stereo system, you have a stereo machine, people used to say that you have a stereo system. So Franco, to play around with Madilu's mind, he told him that your voice is like a stereo system. That is how Bialu Madilu became Madilu system. He also used to give people money, cars, and whatever, just to confuse them so that they become loyal to him. Kamikaze is a name that most likely, because I don't think it is a Lingala word, they were looking for a name to give, but then they had used all the name, so they chose a Japanese name. Japanese believe that their emperor is their emperor's ancestors came from the sun. So you find that Japanese, especially those who were there during the Second World War, were more loyal to the emperor than even to the country. So when Japan was losing the Second World War, there was an attempt to stop the warships coming to Japan. So these people, since they believed that the emperor was a god, they are being told that they take aeroplanes, jet fighters, loaded with bombs, and then they go and bomb and crash land into coming ships. Of course, the pilot knew that he will die, so that religious, it is there, unfortunately, to some people within Muslim country, where you come with a bomb and you kill others and you believe you are going to heaven. That is what is called kamikaze. In Kiswahili it is called kujitolea muhanga. Maybe when Franco composed this song, he was trying to tell people that he's ready to die to produce a very good song. And then the song became so famous that Madilu, there are times when Franco had a lot of money, he would give his musician months off just to rest, to do nothing, and he'll be paying them throughout that. So Yuluma Biala, you know, not all animals are the same, but some animals are more equal than others. If you try to play around with Franco during your free time, he would finish you. But Yuluma Biala somehow, even before he married Franco's daughter, he was a favorite of Franco, and he asked for musicians, and he formed a studio band called Orchestra Kamikaze. You can find that very good songs he had played in that Orchestra Kamikaze without necessarily leaving TPOK. The band was called Orchestra Kamikaze Loningisa. Loningisa, I'm sorry if you don't understand Swahili, because Loningisa in Kiswahili is called kukatika. Kukatika, it is also a dance style. And during the time when, in the 70s, there was a dance style which was called Kamaniola. You'll find that in this particular song and other songs, there is a lot of reference to Kamaniola. Kamaniola, if you want to translate it into Swahili, it is Mujengo. There was a stadium which I can equate it to Kasarani for those who stay in Kenya. Now, you know, in Africa, any building which is supposed to be built for 10 million, it can cost 1,000 millions. And if it is supposed to be ready in a year, it can take up to 5 years. That is a lot of people steal from. So this stadium, it is called Kamaniola Stadium. It took a long time to construct. And those people who used to go for Mujengo used to go for that. And when they are from Mujengo, they could dance and they could do whatever. So they created as a dance style that reminded them when they were going for Mujengo or when they were going to Kasarani. So Kamaniola is like Kasarani. It's like Kenyan musician starting a dance style while they were constructing Kasarani, or is it Nyayo Stadium? When they are constructing the stadium, they would, you know, Lingala and Maasais have something in common. They are not any idle time they used in composing a song of head, and they started dancing and singing. So they came up with that dance style called Kamaniola. That is the long story concerning Yuluma Biala. As I had said, he later married Franco's daughter and became a real-life prince.